All right, Grace Thorp returns to the LolCowLive Fat Camp. The police called again. Let's see what this is all about.
I'm 0.8 miles away from Fat Camp right now, and I have a bike and a camera. I feel something cooking, you know? I feel something in the air.
Why is she riding a bicycle?
Twiggy just messaged me back. Yo, where you at? I'm almost at the gate. I'm out of breath. Twiggy! I can't believe you answered the message! You're the only one here?
So I guess she said Twiggy answered the message. What message are we talking about?
No way!
Did he invite her?
You want to go to the bar and have a drink?
No, I can't drink. I have food poisoning.
Really?
I ate 5 McDoubles
Looks like he's recording her, so he's sending it to somebody.
yesterday.
Come on, it's right down the road. I know a bunch of cool guys there.
Taking a picture of the bike?
But yeah.
I'm not on the property.
Technically not.
No.
Technically
No.
not. But
So you kind of should have invited me in before doing that. Come on, man. Don't be so hostile.
I don't know the code.
You're stuck here and they didn't give you the code, so you can't leave?
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for my ride to the airport right now.
So come get a beer. They can pick you up at the bar down the road.
I can't. I'm not leaving the property.
Why not? Come on, bro. You're so small you could fit through right here. You don't need to know the gate code. See? You're free. You're free. You're free. No, now you have to come with. Now you have to come with. I know, it was $100. Come on, man.
See, why is she doing this in the first place? I either think, one, she's using it to get an audience, which she's already done. She made her own channel to capture the audience when she got kicked off of LolCow Queens, I think it was. But she's either using all this for attention and to get an audience, or she's still part of the whole LolCow thing, and she is the supposed bad person or bad character in the scripted web show, and she's going to let it ride out and pop up every so often and make an appearance. I'm not sure which is the right answer here.
Twiggy, you know you want to. You want to try out my bike? You want to try out my bike? You don't want to go to the bar. You want to give me a tour?
I can't.
Looks like he was taking a picture to the right side, like this side right here. And where's his bike at? Yeah, he's taking a picture right there. He's taking a picture towards the right side.
The Coles, he got my YouTube channel taken down.
It's not my property though.
It's not Keem's property? What, are you scared of Keemstar?
If I was scared of Keemstar, you know the code.
You're stuck here and they didn't give you the code, so you can't leave?
Yeah, no,
Come on, bro. You're so small you could fit through right here. You don't need to know the gate code. See? You're free. You're free. You're free. No, now you have to come with. Now you have to come with. I know, it was $100. Come on, man. Twiggy, you know you want to. You want to try out my...
See, that's what I mean. He was taking a picture towards this way. And the bicycle's over here. So I wonder why he's taking a picture this way. So obviously not a bicycle.
Bike? You want to try out my bike? You don't want to go to the bar. You want to give me a tour?
I can't.
Why not? You can have guests. You're the only one here. You're the only one here.
So he's acting like he's friends with her and saying he can't invite her in, because he'll get in trouble. And at the beginning there, he was recording her and sending messages to probably Keemstar or somebody to get her in trouble. So it's like going back and forth here.
It's not Keem's property? What, are you scared of Keemstar?
If I was scared of Keemstar, you know, would I have done this?
Gotten a mohawk? I have no idea. I thought he made you do that. Your employee has slandered me. He's dragged me across the coals. He got my YouTube channel taken down. You won't just come have a beer?
I don't drink.
Okay, a Sprite, a soda. Come on. I'm not good enough to squeeze here through here, but I could hop that fence. You could just give a 5-minute tour, then I'll leave. I'll leave you alone. You're not
Why does she want a tour anyway?
You're not gonna get in trouble. What are you gonna do? You gonna call the cops on yourself?
No,
I can be here if you invite me in.
Oh, there we go.
You called the cops on me?
They called the cops on her, or somebody called the cops on her.
Hello. How you doing? What's up?
Now, in an earlier video, they called the cops on her and her dad when they were in a RV, and they literally told the cops that they were leaving and they weren't coming back. So I'm really surprised that they're back.
How you doing today, sir?
Doing good.
That's good to hear.
Are you the one that called?
I am not, but I know why they called.
Okay.
And it's because we were doing a live event here, and they drove all the way from where?
I biked from the cemetery down the road over here.
The cemetery. I just saw
Yeah.
your dad drive by, but they've been basically stalking the event, trying to find any way to break in.
That's not true. He invited me to come see him.
There was no invite.
To the.
Yeah, he just DM'd me and said, "Where are you at?"
Yeah,
To meet up with me.
property. So-
I asked him out for a beer. He said, "Yeah, where are you at?" He just invited. That's
What'd he
not true.
say?
He invited me to come see him.
There was no invite.
To the.
Yeah, he just.
He says there was no inviting. She claims that he was invited. I guess the DMs would prove otherwise.
DM'd me and said, "Where are you at?"
Yeah,
To meet up with me.
property. So-
I asked him out for a beer. He said, "Yeah, where are you at?" He just invited me here. He's like trying to trap me, dude. I came here. I came to the gate. I told him I'd wait for him at the gate. He said, "Yeah."
Are you a manager here?
No. So I'm just the guest.
Okay.
The person who rented out the property, he left this morning, so we're leaving tomorrow. So we're just waiting for everybody else to get their stuff packed up and ready to go.
Okay.
But we do not want anybody on the property.
Right. Is
I wasn't gonna go in unless he asked me in.
Is a representative of the owner or the person that is leasing the property?
Yeah, I can go find somebody that shouldn't be a problem. It'll take a little. It's a big property, and I don't have a way to move around other than my
Okay.
little legs. But if you don't mind sticking around, I'll be right back for you. Give me 1 minute.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
Are you leaving?
I'm gonna go bike down the road. Pretty sure that's.
I don't think that, I don't know, can she leave? If they're having like a conversation on why she's there?
Legal. He invited me here.
She's been saying this on stream. She had the cops called on her earlier this week, and she told them the same story. The story is not valid.
They've been trying to trap me here. It's not worth your time. I used to work for that guy's boss.
That is the key word there. It is not worth his time. Any of this is not worth his time. Like, calling the cops for something as stupid as this is unbelievable.
They've been telling me to come here and then calling the cops on me. Okay, that's what's been going on. I'm gonna leave now. Yeah.
And that's another thing. If this is all a show, if this is all fake, and they call the cops to be a part of it, it's just retarded.
They had domestic violence and stuff. They said it would be legendary if I showed up. Then I showed up, they called the cops. I'm sorry to cause you guys problems. It's not your fault. But he literally sent me a text saying, "Hey, where you at? Let's meet up." And then I came to this gate and he was talking to me. And then, they set you guys up like this. I'm sorry. I've been in the town. I've been exploring the town. They did this to me twice now. So I'm going to go, but
Just a word of caution.
Yeah.
You can't block their driveway or be on their property if they don't want you, unless you're just like approaching the gate to talk to somebody. Just like you were.
okay, that's fine by me.
If you are on the other side of these power lines, you're going to stay right away, which is not technically their property.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Make sure their driveway's not blocked.
Sorry to bother you. I didn't know he was setting me up like that, but it's ridiculous, honestly. I would have left if he asked me, but whatever. I'm sorry. I apologize for your time.
A yellow bicycle. Or is that green? Definitely yellow. It's really windy out, isn't it?
You have a nice day, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yo, the cop was helping.
She's even wearing a helmet.
He said, yo, that's where you gotta go, bro.
Oh my goodness. What just happened?
I'm okay, yeah, sorry.
Did she seriously wreck her bike?
He said, yo, that's where you gotta go, bro. I'm okay, yeah, sorry. Ow, fuck. What a fucking bunch of pussies. What a bunch of pussies. What a fucking asshole. You're all a bunch of assholes. You know, I'm real glad I did that the way I did that. Because I was leaving.
She talks like she's like a 12-year-old.
And he DM'd me and said, hey, where you at? And I said, okay, I'll come meet you. Fucking invite me to your house and then call the cops. What a fucking pussy. What an F-slur. Fuck you, Twiggy. May you rot in hell. Along with your boss, Daniel Keem. Oh.
See, I still kind of think that she's part of the whole LolCow thing. I think that she's just playing a character that comes and goes throughout the series. I'm almost sure of it.
All you fucking losers. May you rot in hell where you belong.
Let's fast forward.
And then
He invited you to the gate to call the cops.
and then
What the fuck, nigga?
the cop goes, well, just a word of warning. If you're in front of the gate blocking, you can't be there. But once you're past those little white lines, once you're outside of the gated area,
Yeah.
you can be wherever you want. Based cop.
Fuck these people.
I told
These
him.
fucking New York assholes. These
I told him they
fucking
did it to me
screamer
twice at this point.
What a little bitch, though.
What a little bitch boy.
Hard to believe that's daughter and father talking. What a person to look up
To try to keep you around so the cop, and then he walks away while the cop's talking. What a bitch. Give me the clip.
All right. Yeah, I got it. Take the key.
I thought he said the lines on the other side of the road. Looks like he's on the same side of the road that the property's on. I don't think they're allowed that close. Or maybe they're just saying as long as you are up here by the lines, maybe. I thought he was talking about the other side of the road. Maybe not.
Here. Let me make sure it's loading.
You know,
Alright, let's pause it. Now this looks like Keemstar, who is recording her. And I think that's Twiggy. And that looks like, I don't know which one is which. That's got to be Boogie2988. And I'm not sure who that back there is.
Hey, Steven, how are you? You want to tell my daughter what you said to her on stream, Steven? You want to do that? You want to, yeah, turn around, be a big boy.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would approach a situation like that.
Tell her in front of the officer what you said about her. Be a big boy, be a tough guy. Because you're a tough guy, right? You threatened to assault her sexually if you ever saw her. Where's the big... Oh, you want me to show the officer the clip?
you have a hate corner is sexual.
Hey, Twiggy. Why'd you ask my daughter to meet you out here?
I asked her what part of the property she was on, so I knew.
No. You said, where are you at? Meet me at the gate. Why did you do that?
I mean, technically, he could tell her to meet him at the gate to see what she's doing there. It's not that he invited her to the property for anything else, just to meet at the gate to talk about something. It doesn't sound like the same kind of inviting that they're claiming that was happening.
Why did you do that?
I said I was at the gate. Let's go have a beer. You said, yeah, where are you at? And then you called the cops on me. You're a pussy.
Don't lie, Grace. Why are you doing that? Why did you do that? Why do you involve police? No one stepped onto your property, onto this property. Why? Why? Why did you do that? Why are you involving law enforcement on a social matter? Why?
I think it's funny how none of these guys are making any eye contact whatsoever. And Ben Thorp is just sitting there going off about random stuff. He's probably the only one that has talked.
Why? Do you think law enforcement
Nobody else is really saying anything.
is a prop for you? Do you?
Which I guess is the way you have to, things you have to do in these situations. It's better not to say anything. What he's doing is exactly what you don't want to do.
Do you? Because I'm going to show them exactly how you tried to use them as a prop, lying about a crime committed on this property. So tell your boss. We've got the clip.
And the way that they look like what's happening is really happening. Like she shouldn't be there and they call the cops on her. They look like that they don't want her. I still think she's a part of it, though. They could probably just be acting that way because the police is present.
Officer, can I show you something? There was a domestic violence incident which took place here and was investigated by 2 of your officers. Later on, there was a stream in which the lessee of this property, Daniel Keene, admitted to lying to the officers about the incident, telling it was all a YouTube skit when it wasn't, and claiming that
I think this whole thing is a YouTube skit. And it's stupid to call the cops. Like, I don't know why they have to involve the cops in any of this. Because it's wasting the cops' time.
reason you let him go is because you're such a big fan and because he's such a big celebrity, who I'm sure you've never heard of. But I'll play you the clip.
And I never heard of Keemstar until I started following Boogie2988. So you can't be that big.
Hold on a second.
People wanted us to call the cops,
Yeah.
and people watching did call the cops, right? You know, I talked to him and de-escalated that situation as well. But it's like, dude, I can't well, I could press charges, but I'm not going to.
Right.
You know?
Didn't one of the cops know you? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, is that? Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I told him, I'm like, dude, we're YouTubers. Everything is fake. Nothing is real.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing a skit.
Did he just say that nothing is real, everything is fake? They're doing skits.
You know, and the first cop that I was talking to was giving me a little bit of a hard time. The second cop gets out and is just smiling ear to ear because he just saw Keemstar in real life.
Yeah.
Why do you have to talk while we're trying to listen to the message you're playing to the officer?
And
For one time in our life, we really wish that was fucking scripted and we had to not lie about it. That was terrible.
And yeah, you know, I just told him, I was like, look, you know, a little skit we were doing, a little scuffle. He goes, what's on your neck? I go, oh, he was pushing me. And he's got a...
That's the clip.
Okay. I'm just saying, you do what you want. It seems to me like there's just a flagrant disrespect for law enforcement here. We have never called, we have never trespassed, and I just thought
Just them being involved in this whole thing they're just as guilty as everybody else. They should have just left and just left and left and just left.
What you know.
Disrespecting law enforcement is kind of our norm.
I guess so. But, you know, just to give a little bit of context here.
They are renting the property for the time being. They don't want y'all here. We're trying to get hold of the property owner right now.
We've never been here. We've
Never been here. He, except for him telling me to meet him here.
We've never been here. Show everything.
Yeah, look.
Well, that's the second time they've been there. Like, they've been there before. They have it on video. So why are they lying?
I came over, guy. I said I was at the front of the gate. Let's just go. We showed them to be pussies. Let's just go.
Yeah, we're not being detained, right?
Not the time, no.
Okay.
All right. We showed them. We showed what they're up to. How you doing?
Well, there you have it.
Boogie's a big, fat, spineless pussy. Look at him. Did you?
So that is the conclusion, I guess. It is trailer trash on TV. That's basically what it is. Trash TV. And I have no idea why I'm watching it. But I am for some reason. That's how bored I am with my life.